button. So yeah, the next few streams in the coding department will be all about learning Löve2D. I have a very early stuff made, and I will explain that all to you in a moment. But we will try to make some very rudimentary copy basically of our game Druid Dash. So like a tile-based moving around, checking tiles, checking other objects as well. So it's like a bit of a mix of everything that we will probably need to make very easy games. Not easy, but like simple games. One other tool I want to show you, for which I would need to do another window capture. Oh, this doesn't see tiled. Oh, okay, so Discord live adding stuff. So do I need tile to be a game capture? Capture a specific window. Tiled. Let me move this down even more a bit. Somewhere there. So will it show up? Just as we can know. IDXE. All of transparency. It should see it, but it doesn't want to. I love you, OBS. You're the love of mine. Is it because I'm not launching tiled with NVIDIA? And you cannot see it because it is on the integrated GPU? Program settings. No, that is Omega Strikers. That is fine. So stupid that this doesn't show currently open windows. So let's check out where I have tiled installed. Tiled. Open file location. Found it. No. Jesus, this NVIDIA control panel is such a trash application. It's not even funny how trash this is compared to how much money NVIDIA makes. And it froze. Perfect. Come on, you can do it. I believe. It literally just froze. Holy. Let me maybe close tile and reopen it while NVIDIA is trying to figure out what it wants. Oh Jesus. Recently used tiled on selected program finally, and render, force it to this one. For management goal, I don't care. Apply the changes. Let the offline select is setting to your system. Holy balls, I hate Windows sometimes. Yes, I want to change stuff, fuck off. How is your day going? Holy shit. Fuck this application. There you go. Yes. It cannot apply. Oh my god. Fuck you. Fuck you, Windows. Fuck you, Nvidia. Remove. Yes. And it did not exist as a window capture for some reason. Oh, and now it says OBS is fucking with me. I swear to God. Okay, at least we have tile now. Let me move it to its place. Nope. So yeah, this is one tool we're gonna see a lot. I'm still learning it. It is called Tiled, and it is basically an application which lets you make tile maps for your games based on various data. It is super overcomplicated from my eyes at the moment. All you need to know is we have this tile set down here. You can select stuff, you can paint on stuff, and you can save. And what we are doing is we are exporting this as a Löve file because it is an option. And now we can go back to the code and I can explain to you things. So what I have here is a very basic Löve project for Löve. I need to figure out what the most people say about this, because to me it is Löve because I know the but it might be love. And let me loop. Wait, why is this? It put my Löve project into the Pico 8 window. What? Why is this? I mean, I don't mind, but it is super weird. Also, it is not correct. Oh. Hold on. Filters. I probably need to turn this off. I need to create a new window capture. Löve2D. Bloop. About that can fit over there. Bleep. So you can see we have this little tile map rendered, and we have a little text. We might need a little bit more zoom, but like you can get the gist of it. And we are doing it in a very simple way. I found it in a YouTube tutorial. I needed to just like modify a few paths to it. What is happening here is we have this map data. Here we have our PNG, and this is our Löve file that we exported from Tiled, and there's a lot of interesting data. Most importantly, it has reality tile with the tile height setting, so it imports those. It has the tile set data of what tile set we are using. I'm not sure, this might be just indexing stuff. How big the tiles are, where is the file, how big is the image file of the tiles itself. I'm not sure what his offset is, we haven't need to use this. Looks like it saves the grid as well, but you can calculate that from everything else. And then it has this layers value, so it looks like you can make layers in Tiled. I haven't looked into that at all. And here you can see that we have the map height and width, and then this data is basically every tile ID in order. So it's like goes from, I think it goes from top left to top right basically, and scans through everything, and it is a huge array containing how our map data looks basically based on tile IDs. So if you have worked with picoid, this is basically just an array that holds the m gets for each xy coordinate. So what we are doing is we created a handler for all of this, and this basically grabs the image file, and then we loop over the image file and create so-called quads. And we will look into these quads in a moment. But basically these quads hold the xy coordinates that they need to be drawn on, and they hold how big the image is on that place. And after that we basically go over every layer, and what we do is we grab these quads based on tile IDs, calculate where we need to draw them, and we call this so-called Löve graphics draw, which will basically just fetch these images that we need. So like it crops, from my understanding, it crops from the big tile map, and they are drawn onto the screen one by one. It can be shown in a very ugly way, which is, I think, not this font filter, this default filter. If I get rid of this, then this upscaling that we are doing, so let me stop and run, you will see now that it is very blurry, and there are some lines here and there which happen because of the weird scaling and overlapping. And this is what this this default filter, I can probably just have this here and just, oh no, I cannot just send it, minimize it, because then OBS is not saying it, but we can do it this way. So we are grabbing the tiles and drawing them, and basically we are fetching it here. We include this map stuff, and we include this load map in the level load function, this is basically, to my understanding, the equivalent of the init in picoid. And then we are just drawing stuff. We don't even have an update, because I do believe Löve has its own update. And we just call the draw function, which is basically declared here. And that's all. And there we have this cute little map. And we also have a text here. Hold on, it is probably not a nice color for you to see. I need to make it so that it runs on full screen, but here you can see there is a hello world text. And that is nothing complicated. It is just a imported picoid font with a set color. But this color is coming from our handler that I wrote. I need to make this better, because it is very ugly. I think I should be able to combine the two. What is happening here is I have colors declared by the RGB combinations for all the picoid colors, and another one that I showed earlier. And then we have them named as well, because I do want to be able to call colors with either indices or names. And Löve needs color sets for when you're drawing primitives and text, I think, because otherwise it is using the last use color. So here we're just using a little so-called ternary. It is not a ternary, it is a false ternary, it's like a false. But we're just checking if, hey, did I give an index? Then fetch the color on the index, or if I have given a name, just fetch it from here. So if I have just given this, then it knows that it is this value. And we have a reset function. So all this does is I can do color set index, because I'm very used to giving colors by indices because of picoid. Or I can do pico, oh no, I need to call color.pico, and here you can call it by name as well. So I can go peach, that is medium gray, that is not peach. I can save, rerun, and then now it is peach. Whee! And what I might do today is figure out this, because I do feel like it would be better if I had an array like where we have a name with these values. So like maybe below. And we have an RGB, which is this. I do feel like that would be better. But yeah, and the other thing we're gonna look at a lot today is this browser window. Where's my browser? Löve2D can be on top. I don't really mind that being on top. Everything browser. I have a few sources I have found which look interesting and explain to me what is happening. The main stuff we're gonna look at this today is this meta table based class thing that I have here, because I do want to make a player, but in a way where I have a player handler already. Yeah, there's the player handler, where I want this to be also a very different file, so we can use requires and such to make our code better. And I want to create different so-called objects from one code file without doing actually OOP stuff. And I think this is how you do that, based on what I've seen. So basically you create a new function where you're defining this stuff. I think this is like meta table stuff. I need to look more into Lua. And you define the draws and updates, and you're just returning the local stuff. And that way you can create multiple players. But we'll need to fetch a sprite for that as well. So let me find my sprite, because I have one somewhere. Where was it? Ah, found it. Copy, come here. Sets. New file, no, not new file, a new folder. Sprites. New folder. Player. Yep, paste it into here. This is an PNG. I'm not sure if... Oh, VS Code can somewhat show PNGs. What the heck? DIL. So this is a Game Boy color paletted Luna from our game Druidash, because at some point in the past I did tinker around with Game Boy Studio more accurately, but that never really became a thing because I'm not into visual programming. So now that we have a sprite, let's try to see if we can draw our player. So here I'm drawing the map. Drawing the random text. So let's see. Try to draw player. So we have a player created already. So I guess I need to do it here in the self.draw. So we're gonna do it like this. So id equals id. I need this. X equals x. Y equals y. And what I want to do is I need to remember how Löve does. Löve draw sprite. Is Löve graphics draw? Drawable, a drawable object. Texture quad. A drawable. How do I create a drawable is the question. I already forgot. I had a project back like what, 2 years ago. We have a new image. Problem is, it looks like it is trying to create this all the time. Can we make it so that it is, if I come here, can I say sprite equals love, what is it? Love.graphics dot new image, and I need a path here. For now we can say assets, and I think you need to use dots, and you don't need, but I think Löve prefers you using dots instead of dashes. Not dashes, the tilted lines, whatever they are called, forward slashes and backward slashes. So it is assets, sprite, which should be renamed sprites, layer, we are calling dd png. So I think this will only create this image once you create this player, because otherwise if I put this in draw it would be called every frame. I probably don't want that. So in self draw we just now need to do the other call, which was Löve.graphics.draw, right? Yep. It is love.graphics.draw, and it is self.sprite, self.x, self.y, but we are on a grid, or I want to be on a grid. So let's multiply this by I could fetch the tileset width and height from the tileset data, but for that I would need to fetch it from here through the tileset data. So like actually from where is it? The map file. What I think is better is to add the new const, tile size, I guess, tile grid size 16. So here we can probably just multiply when we change something. It is why I want to do it. So this would be just, and I now need the const of, which is local const equals require, and it is not assets map files, it is source dot details const dot target. Jed, welcome in. I saw your new White House in GregTag. It looks very white, holy. And I think this is all we need here. So we should be able to draw it on given tile bases. I'm not sure if Löve actually uses the same XY for drawing stuff. Let's see, maybe it is written in the actual documentation. Optional rotation, scaling, and shearing. What the heck is shearing? Relative path to the local coordinate system. The origin is by default located at the top left corner of the image or canvas object. Okay, so it is the top left corner, same as Picoe. So now I think all we need to do is just call layer draw, right? We see. Could not open. Doesn't exist. Okay. What did I say to you? Player handle. Assets. Sprites. Player. DD. Am I using these wrong again? I use these here. So is this only when I'm accessing code? I'm still confused about this dot slash forward slash backward slash. Oh, it was. Oh, interesting. So not sure if you can see it. Up here in the corner there is a very blurry sprite residing. So, oh, wrong window. So first things first, why are you not default filtered? Second thing, you are not the correct scale. Is my image not the correct scale? Let me see. Asset, right, layer. No, I want an sprite. Because if it is not, I can scale it up immediately. It is 8 by 8, so export this. So size it up by 2. First things first. So it matches the tile system. There we go. Now it matches the tile system. You can see it very blurry, in a very blurry way, but up here in the corner we have the player sprite. Now I need to figure out why the filtering is not applied to this. Do I need to set some kind of different filtering? So what helps me here is, like I said, like 2 years ago, I made a project already. So it is this humongous file. But let me see, because I'm integrating stuff here. New image. Title, nearest. Font, time, audio. Okay, let's search for love. No? Love. Draw. Graphics clear. Set canvas. Game. Syntax. I love a graphics draw, so I'm not using anything differently. Okay, Google time. Graphics. Draw sprite. Okay. Blurry character sprite. Stack Overflow. You set the set filter mode. After recreating your image or canvas, you should set filter mode to nearest for pixelizing. I do have this in my load. What's this anisotropy? Properties depending on direction. I do have this here. I have nearest set. And this is on set default filter. Yeah, it looks like it is linear, but I'm not sure why it would be. Directed mouse pointer, rotation. Origins, offsets, quads. Is there something messing with this set default filter? Or is this trailing 0 the problem? What did they say? What is the default? 1? Maybe that is why it is in Jigs? No. But it's still a very blurry image. Set font. I'm scaling things up here, but because of this filter, I would assume it scales the same way. Is like some kind of difference between an image and a quad being drawn? I do believe. Is it Tilemap? Oh no, it is also a draw. That's what I'm giving it a quad. So let's find the draw again. Texture quad, that's why. I can't get sprite, XY. They do have 011 for some reason here, so let's see what those are. So it is X, Y, O, which is rotation, and scale factor, Y and X. So should I give it 011? Is it trying to do something else? No. Is your problem that I'm scaling everything up? If I do not scale anything, then you are sharp AF. Yes. So let's see if I keep this scale. No, because it should scale it up at the same time. Because if I'm doing scales like this, That would be just weird because it will be a huge player sprite. Yeah. Why are you blurry? I have it set on nearest. Yeah, they do have the same, so it looks like they are also setting, recording the image, they are scaling and drawing the image. Looks like fit is setting love set that is not respected. If the laptop graphics are, don't have the newer version of what you're using, but that have power of 2 dimensions. I have power of 2 dimensions. I'm an 8 by 8 or now 16 by 16. So this is different bugs, sadly. Scaling it or blurring. Hold on. Force GL2. We can try this snippet, but this is a tad weird. Because I haven't used this in my other game. So it needs to be going into the conf file. Listen. It is still great. This does nothing, so let's remove it. Do not want to spam our code base with something that is not working. So hold on, is the problem that I'm scaling first and then drawing this? So should this be here? So it basically wants to scale everything else but the player? Is that the problem? It could be. Very bad we. No. It is still doing it. And now it is not even scaling up the map, so it is. I need to look into the scale. So let's go back to the player handler. I don't need you because I'm using those as default values, it looks like. What's it? Is it graphics draw scale? I have a graphics scale. It should be able to find it. On here, graphics. Scale. I have a graphics scale. 21 pixels. Every result of a drawing operation is also correspondingly scaled. Scaling by 0 is not a useful operation. What does this do? Scaling by 0. I'm now interested. It intrigued me. Huh. I guess everything is scaled to 0. Funny, it is an option. Back to the documentation. It's not distortion. Drawing a canvas with text leads blurry. No. Image.set. We have the default filter, so let's see what this is. This image.set filter. Do I need to do it in player handler? So like do sub.sprite. Oh, I cannot do it here, right? Dot what is it? Also should be able to do it there. Set filter. I cannot call it this way, set filter. I can. So let me grab nearest. Texture selected got a string. Okay, so it is not working how I thought it would. Like, is this a global thing that I can do? It doesn't look like it would be a global thing. The filter for an image. Oh, that does look like so. Oh, yeah, graphics new image, yeah. Texture. Replace pixel. So how do I get the texture underlying an image? It is an image that can be drawn on the screen. Load image if it's this. Does look like this is on a texture. Oh, so why are you calling this texture here? That new image here? That is weird naming convention. What is complaining then? Oh, it should be this. Right then, because it is how it calls, because it is a member function thingy. So let's retry. Oh, solved! Oh, that's weird. That setting a default filter for some reason is not applying to images. Huh. That is a weird thing you have to keep in mind. At least in my opinion. So now that we have a short player image, let's see if this next now looks different. Was this another here? No. Huh. Interesting. Because I do believe... Oh, okay, I know what is happening. It is just I was using a small window. What? Somehow I minimize everything. So somehow I just used the minimal version. Löve2D. So for the time being, I'm just gonna do it like this. Because we only care about this top part basically for the time being. So now let's try to move the player. For which there is like a Löve keyboard down. Okay, keyboard is down, yes. So for the time being, let's copy this. Let's go back to here to the player handler, and in self update, let's do a if keyboard down C, then self.x. It is not gonna be C, by the way. So it is gonna be A. So this is going to the negative direction, so it is self x minus 1. Honestly, we can do it as if, because I won't move in multiple ways, like multiple directions at the same time. So D self.x equals self.x plus 1. Self.y equals self.y minus 1. Is the W S self.y equals self.y plus 1. And oh, and now we need the Löve update. Let me guess, is it function love.update? Is it love.update? It is update, yep. And here, let's just say player dot, not dot, this one, draw update, right? DT. This is the data time, basically. If I restart, and in theory if I press D, then I'm zooming AF. You can see me. It is probably not is down what we want, but there is something else, I guess. So we will include what I had in my other project because on that project I copied someone else's code to be able to force the game to run on set frame values. It's like a weird accumulator thing in the update where you skip things when you are over the set frame limit. So level keyboard, yep, that is what we need. We also probably need a zoom here. Left key press, is this what I want? Full function when keyboard is pressed. Whenever the key press event is repeat. Key scan code is repeat. You just call and remove the Löve2D. Oh. Scan codes are keyboard layout independent, so scan code V will be generated if the key in the same place as V on the key on American keyboard is pressed, no matter what the key. Key repeat needs to be enabled with Löve keyboard set key repeat. For repeat key presses to be received. So how did I do this? Because this is confusing a bit. I made a button held. Is that something you need? Because this keyboard repeat would be something that I want, so hold on, no. Stay. Can I do A, those? That argument to is down, string expected, got boolean. Oh? What? What do you mean it wants a string? Left key pressed. Oh, I'm doing an is down. E pressed. Can I type? What? But it's just key press, not left keyboard key pressed. Am I tripping? What is going on here? It is telling me this. Key pressed. Did I make a typo in it? No. And yet it is complaining that I'm calling something that is not existing. Key to check. This menu. Oh. I did use this release. This feels wrong. Surely there is a better way. Löve2D, drop down, close movement. Get height, update, blah blah blah. It's just using down. How is their player not just flying off the screen? Oh, because they're using the data. They're not using a data. I want to move by a static value. Or do I still need to use this data? So like, is that the option? I don't think so. DT. Oh, it is. Not fully. Because this is something a bit different. Because this is moving by 1 pixel. Looks like. Yeah, I do not want to move by 1 pixels. I want to move. Oh, I know. I want to move by the tile size. Like this is the solution, the DT, but this is the solution for pixel-based movement. So it's interesting why this doesn't draw my player from tile to tile, but from pixel to pixel. Does this have something? Is it maybe because of the DT? But how do I make you? There's a control R that is Pico 8. This is feels very hacky, so I don't have not here, right? Or do I have not? Self. Let's see if now if I this is very weird to me. Oh. Oops. Oop. I'm missing something here. After the move file title. Five-list scrolling. That is not exactly what I want. Maybe Ship Ocean has stuff like this. Yeah. So this is in theory good learning place. Move rectangles, objects, tiles. Is it moving the player tile by tile here? It is. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure how this works. Is it just this is a callback, or not callback, but like basically we are hooking into the key press thing here. So do I just yeet this into my update? Because I want to check that in every one of my updates. So like, hold on. Here. And in my update, we are looking for this key pressed. E. This is A. D. This is V. Is it F? Not Pilex. Oh. It is. Wow. So I guess these key pressed. How we saw it here in the thingamajig. Where was it? Download. So key repeat needs to be enabled. So you would need to do set key repeat, and that will basically do the same thing that happened for me. So like on load, I do true. And if I restart, is it working the same way? No. No, but somewhat. So we have to learn what is the difference between the two. Where is it? Player handler. So back to here. It's called a callback. Yeah, okay, I was right. Löve key press. Callback function triggered when the key is pressed. So what is the difference between... someone maybe answer this somewhere. Between key press... Hmm? Someone has already it. Hold on, I need to move my tomatoes. Tomatoes. Oh. What? Back. I just watered them as well. They were out in the window, and I'm not sure if potatoes need harsh sunlight or not. Fuck knows. Ah, tomato. Yeah, not potato. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Potato. Okay. Still not sure what happened. Maybe... Oh. Maybe I know what is happening, but I need to read it into more and like ask into communities. I guess what is happening is key pressed without repeat is just looking that, hey, was this pressed or no? And just stops once. And the is key down is probably handled every frame. And probably we can process stuff still at a very high frame rate. But hey, we can move now. So let's move to the next step, which is I want to make it so that I stop at a certain tile. And for this, we will create a new function for our map, which is going to be function map get tile. So y. And We will need layers, sadly. So I guess we will have to press layer as well. So now what we can do is local work layer equals self.layers layer, and then local time index equals the same thing, so it is x plus y times work layer dot width and the plus one. And here we just return this, return tile index, right? Oh no, I need to fetch it from the layer data. So it is layer work layer data index, not index, tile index. And now in the player handler, we're gonna check first, check if we can step on a tile. Local new tile equals, oh, I need the map here. Local map equals require source map tile map. Right? Oh no, I have it in G. Hold on, I have it in the global. So I hope I can do G dot map get tile x y, and I think it is 1 if new tile. Actually, if this exists in, no, it is the tilde, right? The not equals. And now I need to check what tile is the 3. Is 1 2 3 4, but it is 3 in theory. So let's see, if new tile not equals 3, then we're gonna move the player. So let's see if this one. Attempt perform arithmetic on field W. A nil value. So I guess something went wrong here. Is this the problem? Shouldn't be, right? Oh, this is typo. This is width. I forgot to tab it out. Oopsie. Oh, it works. Wow, that easy. That was faster than I would have thought. So now we cannot step over trees. Whee! So let's see, this is drawing runtime. That said, I'm loading the quads before. So why I want to do this is I'm trying to see if I can modify the map runtime. I think the problem with that is it is gonna need to rerun this all the time. Oh no. This is just loading in the tiles as textures, right? I'm just going over the tile set. Yeah. So in theory, if I just do function map set tile x y layer, fetch this, and then we just say work layer dot data index equals xy id layer, and also I want to do it local layer equals layer and layer or 1. Just want to have a default value for it. I'm not sure if you can do it here. I need to look into all over. This is tile index, and this is ID. So let's say just a quick dirty thing. If we press X, then set the tile under us. So v.map set tile self.x self.y and something that is visible. So for example, let's set it to we can set it to 1, which is the empty tile. So if I reboot this and I step over these flowers and press X. Oh. Oh. Okay. That is also easier than I thought. No default function parameter. Fine. Is there a better way to do this? Can I just do it in the function somewhere? It looks like there is no other way, except I can just do layer or. which is probably more cleaner doing it here instead of doing another duplicated line. Questionable. To me it is more readable because then I don't have to trace back what it is. This is a very easy expression. Okay, so Druid Dash, for anyone who didn't know or doesn't know, is watching later. Druid Dash. Let me... Oh, is each down? No. So Druid Dash is a very simple movement puzzle game I made a while back, which is all about like the ice physics in Pokemon. So once you press a direction, you are moving into that direction until you hit a tile that is not passable. So with that knowledge, let's try to make this like I will move until I hit a tree. For this, I think the easiest solution was okay, I guess we can look at the old code. I think I made a direction table and I needed a direction for the player. So I don't have a directory for Druid Dash. Oh, did I make this for a gem? It's a Mossy gem, yeah. So let's find it in Mossy. Bloop. Let's find the player. Yeah, we had the direction. So we are heading here and saying direction equals... So let's say 0, which is gonna be no movement. And now what I want to do is... Oh, this is const. I guess it is a const. I want to fetch this. I do... Yeah, this movement vector thing that I used a lot, but I don't like this name. The better name is, what I'm using is direction table in most games. So const, so direction table, and all this holds is... Oh, we are using different... Oh, I can use the same directions, okay. So all this does is it holds the... Oh, it is defined by 5 by 5 here, or the fifth element is 0, 0. So this direction table, all it does is it holds the quote-unquote vector to the next tile. So what movements need to you make to reach the next tile in said direction. And how this worked is const... how do I do this? Const direction up equals... it is not up, this is left. Up equal... no, it is left, right. Right? Minus 1, 1, yes. Right equals 2. Up equals 3. Down 4. And none. So basically, if I'm pressing the left, so if I'm moving to the left, then I'm moving into direction 1, and I want to fetch this value, the first value from this direction table. So that said, this is const dot direction none. And now we want to almost remove this in a way. And what we are doing here is we are keeping this, hold on. But we are just adding if player dot not player dot direction, self dot direction. I want to rename this to direction, rename symbol, self dot direction equals direction none. So if we are not moving anywhere, then I want to give a new new direction to the player. Otherwise, what we are doing is x equals x plus punch dot direction table self dot direction of 1. So we are adding the first value, which is, where is it? Don't need the color, I don't need the timelapse, thank you. Don't need you, don't need you. So it is this first element here. And we are doing the same with y, we are only just doing the second value. And we are moving the player, but if the next tile is free, else we are stopping the player. So we are saying self dot direction equals const direction none. I think. So we are stopping the game for a bit and restyled. Restyled. So what we are doing is we're just surrounding the whole map with trees. Save this. Export it. Export it. Yep. Replace it. Go back to here. Reload. And now if I press D, I should move to that tree. And now if I press D, I should move to this tree over the O. No, I did not move. Is it not keeping my... Oh, because this now needs to be not in the key press. Yeah. This now just needs to be generically in the update. Because now on key press I only want to move stuff. Not even move stuff. Remove all this from here. Say no. Give me this. I don't want to retype it. So now in the key press, all we are doing is setting a direction. So we are saying self dot direction equals const direction left. This is right. This is up. Oh. And this is down. And honestly, we don't even need this here. Which now might not work in a sense that we are yet again not moving button on the button press time, button frame time with this. But we'll see how fast that is. But now all we are doing is just setting these and modifying the XYs, checking if this new tile is a 3. If it is, we are if it is not, we are moving. If it is, we are stopping. Yeah, this is way too fast. If I just add DT to this, it will be slow, right? Relatively slow. Yep. We now need the speed. Oh, and it moves through the space. Huh. What? Oh, I guess this can be a float value. But I'm the index and nil value if I press D. Where am I attempting to index this? 33. So right is not set correctly? Oh, I cannot spell. I just cannot spell. Thing is, this is way too fast. And I have no clue how I would resolve this without somehow playing with DT. I guess I can floor this value. So what you can do is I need the math, right? This is no math dot. Because I assume that was the problem. That is why we went through times dt times 2, I guess. Nope, I'm moving nowhere. I still assume that is the problem. So let's make a debugger array. Yes, we don't need a debugger array. We can say layer x y. Zero, zero, 1. Yeah, indeed our position is weird. What is worse is, did I mess up the print for Löve? Oh yeah, I set a rotation. I don't need the color here. I'm setting the color. I forgot about this. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot about this. I'm still Pico 8 coded. Yep. Let's see, what is the problem with loading this? Don't know. Oh, I'm stupid. I need to floor the value after. Because I'm not at all. So we are not flooring here. I'm flooring. It's probably not gonna be exactly correct, but I am moving through it. Because of the floor. Hmm. Look. This is yet again the problem of not moving, but now I need to figure out how to... Huh? Why did you stop there? Oh, I guess it is seeing my position on here. In this tree. The best solution probably is to create some kind of interpolation system where I'm disjointing the actual coordinate on the map and creating a new drawing coordinate which always tries to approximate or like go near the actual coordinates, just like how you do it a lot of the times in Bitcoin. What I can do to check is I had that accumulator thing, the old shop. Okay, I need to check how quickly I can implement that here. Yeah, this accumulator thing. So let me fetch this. This is basically a weird way to force the game to run on a set. Frame rate. Now I need to find video. And neither of you are locals. Now let's get rid of this and just let the player read across everything. Yeah, that fixes it. Like, not fixes it, but creates to me a much more pleasant movement experience. Now that we can only run at 60 frames a second, we can actually see the character move, because we are forcing the game to not run at all when we are not at those 60 intervals. That is what this weird thing does. I yeeted it from one of the Löve forums like 3 years back. So are you Peach? Oh, you are Peach because I said so. Let you be the blue. It is conventional. Okay? Whee! You know what is my small gripe? What I'm missing from Pico 8? Pico 8 is just such a well rounded up dev experience. What I'm missing is a GIF capturer. I planned on some other things today, but we might stop here because this is a nice like endpoint to it. We have a few things done. The last thing I wanted to do is make it so that I can pick up these mushrooms. The easy way to do that is you just say so when I'm over the mushroom, but I want to animate them, so for that you would not do them tile based, but like quote-unquote object based. But that is gonna need a little bit of work, and I'm having a migraine yet again, sadly. So we're gonna stop early a bit. I'm gonna capture some GIFs, and let's see if I can send you over to someone else. Who is up? Is there someone up I can send you to? Oh? We might have someone. It's like Dia and Jed, right? So we're gonna raid over to Löve2D. He's a Hungarian game dev. I'm just gonna say hi because I do believe mostly Hungarians are here with us. And that will end the stream for today. You can copy this if you want. And yeah, see you next time probably over at the stream. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and bye bye.